Nigerians, welcome to today's conversation. My name is Efwa and with me here is
Aquila.
And we are delighted to lead you on today's conversation.
Let's be honest, there's a feeling that comes with a notification of credit alerts on your phone. So aside an increasing or a growing bank account, what happens to your legacy? Is it growing? So that's our conversation for today.
First off, I would like to say that living a life of legacy is not something that has to be extravagant. It can start from you being intentional as an individual. So when you get a credit alert, I want to know, what is your next line of action? Do you just go on a shopping spree, get into the closest mall, get some things that are necessary and the ones that are not necessary? Or do you actually think of investing your money in a place where it actually speaks?
Okay, so I do both.
Okay.
Definitely, I have to clear my bills. So I share it. Now I put my bills, attend to those things I need to be attended to, and create that legacy. I'm going to use that thing. So how do I do this? You don't necessarily have to send that money to somebody. I can decide to, pay for a class for a relative. Definitely, like, meet up that one needs. They have, like, as a request, or maybe send money to them. So basically, I attend to my needs first because that's essential, and then I create a legacy by creating opportunities, helping anyone that I have an opportunity to help. So I would like to ask, what do we think legacy is? Is it the cars we buy, the houses we build? What exactly is legacy? Well, I feel, or I would say rather, legacy is what we leave in people. That's in terms of impact, the knowledge we share, the promises we keep, those helps we give to people at one point or the other. That's what I would say legacy is to me.
Like you've said, legacy is basically living a life of impact, right? Impact in others, impact in your environment, in your world. So it doesn't have to be person to person. It could be person to society, person to a country, person to a sector, however the case may be. So it is not limited.
So actually, in a situation or a scenario where you have someone paying your transport, like you're coming to work, someone pays your transport, I think that's a form of legacy.
Really? That's an act of kindness. So are you trying to say that legacy is an act of kindness?
Okay, we can say that, but aside, I just used that example. There are other forms of legacy. Okay, let me say legacy, like the kindness part of it. Okay. Because if you're not kind, I don't think you stretch out that helping hand to someone or your society. So as much as there are other examples, I just used that. So we can also see legacy in enrolling a child in a school for a particular course or something. So I think legacy comes in different forms, if I should use that word. And then, do we build legacy in one day, or it builds over time?
Okay, from what you've said, I believe I would say that legacy is just simply living beyond you.
Okay.
Yes, when you are living beyond you, it's actually you living a life of impact, a life that doesn't just revolves around you but touches other people at large. Yeah. So to answer your question about if legacy, yes, is built in a day, I think it's a daily work as long as you live your life. The way you live your life continuously, the way you live your life daily, it determines a whole lot about the kind of impact you make and whatnot, your decision making, your plans, your goals, and all of those stuff. It actually determines if you're actually living a life of legacy. So it's not something that you wait to execute in the future. Yes, it's not something you wait to execute at a particular age. It's basically just you living intentionally daily. Yes.
So I feel legacy is very important, and we barely get to talk about that because imagine me in a room trying to introduce somebody. Do you think I'm going to spend let's say a couple of minutes telling you about, okay, this person has 7 cars, this person has certain possessions, certain properties, or I'm going to talk about possibly how that person made me feel, or the impact the person has made in my life, or the society at large.
Exactly.
So I feel like legacy is beyond properties we own. It's beyond investment, like when it has to do with
Financial
ourselves.
investment, yeah.
Yes. So it goes out to the society, it goes out to family, it goes out to the nation at large. Those little things you do, those promises you keep, those impacts you make, I think those falls or comes under legacy.
Yeah.
So
leaving a legacy behind, from what you said, doesn't always revolve around financial capabilities.
Yes,
it could be you just, intentionally getting to
help
impact other sectors, and stuff like that.
Thing is that as much as
people always want to like limit it to money,
yes,
having money in the bank first. I want to have a particular amount of money before I stretch out a lending hand, before I meet other people, change lives, impact other sectors. Meanwhile, it doesn't have to be that way. You can start from where you are. If you look around you, if you look within you actually have, yes, you actually have values within you that you can actually, yes, you can actually get to.
So I think the problem is it's being limited to the financial aspect of it. So I think we need to grow beyond that, or expand our knowledge beyond limiting it to the financial aspect, because it doesn't always have to be money. This might not really fall under legacy, but you giving a listening ear to someone, not necessarily because you can sort out that issue the person has. I think it has a way of making the person feel, and that comes to play when legacy is being mentioned. Providing solutions to problems alongside opportunities. I think that also falls under legacy.
Do you know the amazing part? The truth is, you can actually have money, you can actually be wealthy, and still not be living a life of legacy.
Oh Jesus!
Exactly. You can just be receiving and just be spending extravagantly, and just be spending for yourselves, buying lands, properties.
How does that really happen? Because I feel it's even when you have more that you should be able to freely give out or create legacy.
Being generous with your time, with your knowledge, with your money is not something that comes with wealth. It is something that you have to be intentional about. It is something that you have to want, you have to desire, and you actually have to act on it.
I think you also have to be willing, because if you're not willing,
exactly, that's the desire I'm talking about. So if you are here and you have money
and you're not giving it out,
money coming in, you have to start thinking of creating a legacy. You have to start thinking of the people around you that you can impact their lives, what that you can use your wealth to do. Look at the country in general. There can be sectors that you can actually influence. There can be initiatives that you can actually set up to help the common man. So use your money wisely.
Do you know, as much as I thought of everything, this part of it never got to me, because I would say the more you have, I think the more legacy you should create.
Exactly.
But now, with what you're saying, that's a different part of it. Like, it
should go beyond you. When the money is coming, instead of you thinking of the next, car that you can get, the next
buy
exactly, you should think of, where can I throw this money in that will actually build up a particular set of people and stuff like that. The truth is, when you throw your wealth into a nation, into investing other sectors, the truth is the money is also revolved. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It actually comes back to you. So a better nation actually brings a better you. So it can actually the other way, it can actually lead to less of insecurity. Do you know that? And more of safety. If you decide to, let me paint the picture for you. If you decide to set up an initiative like you and I, where you get to empower youths in terms of giving them skills that will help them in the long run, you get them engaged in building knowledge and making them better people, you would find less of idle youths in the in the
Definitely.
community. And if you think about it in the long run, that is actually helping the future of the nations, because out of those people that you are training, you really cannot tell the number of them that will eventually
Come out to
become
sit in those positions.
sit in great positions and continue the legacy. You do get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So it's something that is
should you say continuous process?
exactly. It's not just, does not end with you.
Okay, it's not a
when you
one-off.
make somebody, it's not a one-off. When you make somebody better,
The person
in
extends
return
that.
can extend it and make someone else
So
better.
it's a continuous
Exactly.
process. So I even feel
And that's a great investment. That's what investment is about. You having to, put
Pour
your
into someone
value in
else
something, and
and
then
then
you
they
get
put
the
it out.
return of investment.
well, at this point, I would say I don't know if it should become a subject in school, but then this legacy goes far beyond what you have in mind. Like most persons, building a legacy, make a just dash and money, and that's it. That's not everything. It's beyond your money. It goes up to opportunities you create and stuff like that. So I think we need to, have an avenue where people get to be taught about legacy and how to, should I say, go about it or something like that. So it's beyond having so much in your bank account and not extend it. Now I'm not saying you should give out all your money, because that's the next thing you're going to hear. It doesn't have to be always your money. Those problems you solve and opportunities you create comes a very
It's you
long
building a
way.
legacy.
So this is more like a call to action to our audience and everyone out there. You need to build a legacy, no matter how small it is, because you building a legacy gives the next person an opportunity to do such. This thing, like they do say, like father like son, or something like that. So imagine your father is not building a legacy. Like, if my father is not doing it, why am I doing it? Stuff like that. Or imagine your friend. So that one move you make triggers the next person in one way or the other. So it's very essential at this point. I don't even think it should be negotiated at any point or for any reason. We have to build legacy. The society, your community, the nation at large. In short, within your friends circle. I think that's a small point that it can grow from. So imagine you have 5 friends and you get to build legacy, and then these 5 friends in turn build their own legacy. It's going to go a very long way into the society. So I would like to tell everyone out there to build a legacy in the little way you can. What do you have to say to our audience?
Just to summarize, legacy is transactional.
I think we just found the perfect word for that. I first of all said it's a continuous process, and now we are getting
It is transactional. So when you make somebody else better, that person has the tendency of making someone else's life
and it
better.
goes beyond
And
individuals.
that's how you build a society. That's how you build a nation. So stop thinking self and start thinking.
And it's not just financial, it's beyond your finances. Thank you everyone for joining this conversation. We look forward to having your inputs in our comment section. I'm sure everyone has their opinion about legacy, so put it down in the comment section. Do well to like, follow and subscribe. Thank you so much. We look forward to having you in our next conversation. Bye.
Unveiling and rebranding Nigeria initiative, rediscovering Nigeria by Nigerians.